form of tempeh. It's a soy product, and it's kind of a meat substitute for them. And basically, they eat that kind of like we do just any other meat on the table at any of the dinners. So their soybean consumption is really high per capita, and they have a lot of people. They have 275 million people in Indonesia. So it's a huge market for the U.S., and we have a really good market share there because they prefer U.S. soy because of the quality. So wanted to go there and talk trade with them because there are some kind of trade barriers that are existing that make it a little bit harder for them. But it looks like after talking with them about the trade agreements that have been worked on here recently, that some of those trade barriers were going to be reduced, so it's going to make it even easier for them to start to import U.S. soy.
Are they a 50 million, 100 million, 150 million bushel market?
The exact numbers, I don't have them off the top of my head, but I know I was thinking they were the number 4th or 5th largest importers in the world. So yeah, huge numbers.
So it would be some significant number of bushels that are going over there. But they, you mentioned aquaculture and feeding of the fish. That's a main food over there, and that's main fish. Soybean meal is main fish food right now.
Yeah, they have a lot of aquaculture there, and yeah, they eat a lot of fish. And really, their meal imports are still pretty small. So growing that meal import in Indonesia is really something that there could be a lot of growth in the future. So the whole beans dominates it, but there's still a lot more growth to be had in that area.
Was there any confidence that trade issues would be resolved?
Yeah, we actually sat down with an organization that was their government ag group. It was called Bulog, and they kind of control kind of some of the purchasing going on, and they had some kind of details that we didn't even see out in the news. So kind of reducing trade barriers like through some import licensing, which is very difficult for U.S. importers or U.S. exporters because it's a very hard process to go through. So getting rid of that would be a huge benefit to companies in the U.S. looking to send things to Indonesia.
Were any of the shipping issues and transportation issues involved between the U.S. and Indonesia? Because there's been some transportation issues that have popped up recently.
It doesn't seem like that's too much of a topic for them. They do have some issues just because it's a country made up of a lot of islands. So bringing them into one spot and then moving them and shipping them over to islands. So I think they're kind of used to difficult shipping overall anyway. So the problems they have, I guess, aren't something that are the top of mind. They do bring a lot of stuff in on containers to kind of help if they're going to bring it in and move it to smaller islands. We saw some container where they bring containers in and unloading them soybeans. So they have the ability to bring them in on smaller scales if they need to for the different ports on different islands.